My name is Damaris Chirchir. I'm the Chief Manager in charge of factory operations in New KCC. The production of long-life milk, we use actually heat treatment and aseptic packaging. The milk, after standardization, is sterilized in a closed system, and the sterilized product is conveyed aseptically to the packaging material. So we have a sterile product through our sterilizers, which is heated at temperatures of 137 degrees centigrade for 3 seconds and immediately cooled to room temperature. The milk is then conveyed in a closed system, in an aseptic system, to the packaging machines, which have an inbuilt sterilization system for the packaging material. So once the packaging material is sterilized also, there is tube formation and the filling of the product. The quality of the product, of the final milk, actually depends on the quality of the raw milk. And as New KCC, we have a strong extension service arm where we train the farmers on the feeding and the feed program, the recommended feeds. We support them in the training, and we also support them in ensuring availability of the products. And this is how we do it. We link them up to aggregate suppliers so that a farmer will not feed their cows a standard feed because of lack of money. We link them up to aggregate suppliers so that they can be able to take the supplies on their need basis, and then they'll be paid off on a check-off system. So by virtue of delivering to KCC, they can access these particular services.
My names are Sylvester Biwa, Factory Manager New KCC Eldoret. Initially, we receive farmers' milk, and we do grading. We go for quality milk, we grade the milk. After grading the milk is chilled, and then it is now taken to the processing, where we standardize to the UHT standard.
Quality assurance is a key factor in our production processes. Our analysis covers the chemical composition of the product, chemical properties, the microbiological properties, and even the packet integrity. So the critical seals on a typical packet like this is the longitudinal seal along the length of the pack and the transversal sealing. So during our production monitoring, we check to ensure that these seals are strong enough during production startup and every 30 minutes of the production time. Under the chemical quality assurance activities, we monitor the actual chemical composition of the milk in comparison to the set standards of New KCC, which are marked with the Kenya Bureau of Standards. So we check the butterfat content, the acidity of the milk, and the solids, not fat, the amount of solids in the milk, and we compare them with the given standards as per the Dairy Board and the Kenya Bureau of Standards. Milk, being a liquid product, we do density checks to ensure that there is no adulteration. There is no addition of other substances to adulterate the product. So we do all these chemical checks all the way from milk receiving, within the processes, and actually in the final product. Raw milk has a certain number of microbial counts. Pasteurized milk has a certain level. And finally, the sterilized product should not have the parameter, the microbial content. So we do monitoring of our microbial load in milk at various stages, and we also check for the presence of disease-causing microorganisms. Lactose milk is natural milk, except that the lactose in the milk has been broken down. So it is not fat-free, it is lactose-free. It has the normal butterfat content of milk, 3.5. It has the proteins and all that. But the only difference between this milk and any other long-life milk you'd find on the shelf is the level of lactose. In our monitoring, we also monitor the presence of the lactose in the milk, the residual lactose. And we will say that the milk is now lactose-free when the level of lactose in that milk is less than 0.01%. Okay. I want to say that new KCC has acquired a state-of-the-art technology of lactose-free milk production. Previous attempts led to production of low lactose milk, which was very sweet to taste and was browning in color. But the technology of new KCC, which is actually through a partnership with Valio, company from Finland, has given new KCC an edge in that we are able to produce lactose-free milk that is tasting almost as natural milk, but has lactose content of less than 0.01%.